What is up everybody, Harren here, bringing you guys Ceramic Crucible gameplay. And before you think, Ceramic Crucible, what? Why aren't you showing the boss arenas, you know, the Vortex, the Bloonarius arenas, why aren't you showing those? Well, I'm going to tell you that by the end of this video, I did have enough medallions to play Vortex. So I did get the 50,000 medallions necessary to play Vortex. However, I got a problem. There's an issue with my game because on the day that my game updated to show Vortex and the Bloonarius arenas, I lost all my progress that I made in the video you're watching now. So in this video, I played 21 games and I ended up getting enough medallions to win. To play Vortex. But when I logged on when Vortex was out, I lost all the medallions that I gained. So unfortunately, I can't show it to you. I emailed support at ninjakiwi.com. They haven't responded at this time yet. So I might not be able to play the arenas, which is really sad because I did work hard to earn the medallion from Ceramic Crucible to get it to play the boss arena. But unfortunately, I might not even be able to play the arena. If I end up playing the arena, the video will probably be out on Monday or Tuesday, not sure when. But that's if I'm able to play. If not, then well, then I guess I lucked out. I guess that I didn't luck out because I had enough medallions to play, but I just lost all the progress. So if you want to see proof that I did lose the progress, there is a link to the video. It should be on the screen right now in an annotation. If I forgot to put an annotation, click on the letter I on the top right corner and there should be a video link there. If I forgot to do both of those, then it should be in the description below. And if I forgot to put the link in all three of those videos, it should be, then just ask me in the comments and I will link it. So yeah, I did lose all the progress, but yeah, I just won all these games from Ceramic Crucible and then I ended up losing all the progress, which is really unfair. I didn't only lose the medallions, I lost all the wins that I got too. So I ended up just basically turning back to where I started before this video. So all those 21 games were pretty much useless, I guess. But that's enough of me complaining. I'm pretty sure it was just a glitch. So hopefully it gets fixed soon so I can play the arenas, but there aren't many opportunities for me to play the arenas anymore because at the time I'm commentating this, I think there are only 5 more chances and at least 3 of those chances I'm asleep, so there really aren't that many opportunities for me to play the boss arenas. But hopefully I will be able to play the arenas sooner or later, not sure, but hopefully I'll be able to do it because it would probably be a great video for me. But the one thing that I've seen in those videos of the boss arenas, especially Vortex, is that since the map is really long, it tends to go late game quite a bit, which is something that I really don't like that much. But if it has to go late game, then I guess it has to. I just don't know why Ninja Kiwi didn't make a shorter map, because typically if you have 50,000 medallions to play in the arena, you have to be at least a decent or a good player to have enough medallions to play in those arenas, or you just play a lot and somehow win a lot, which probably means you're a good player. But I don't know, hopefully you understand what I mean. But yeah, it's mostly good players in the arenas, but because there's a long map in Vortex, it usually goes late game because people usually don't die to rushes because they're just good at defending in general. So yeah, I don't know why the Vortex map is so long. Now, I do like the Bloonarius map. It is a bit shorter and a bit challenging, but still, that one is still a bit easy. So, I know I'm complaining a little bit right here, but really, if there's only good players playing, then the map should be short and challenging, not really long. But I do understand how Ninja Kiwi would make it so that if you pay $50,000, you might as well play a longer game to make your money's worth, right? I see where they're going, but that's really all I have to say about my channel, the arenas, and everything in general. So let's go to the gameplay. So if you've noticed, I've played, I don't even know how many games have passed by. I think 5-6 games maybe, I don't know. I started out at 179 wins and 1 loss, and though all those games were from my Road to Perfection series, which you should see earlier. Wow, oh you're right, I apologize. That game in the video, my screen recorder froze. The same thing happened last video, I think. Yeah, I said about every 50 games or so, my screen recorder just freezes on me, which I really hate, but there's not much I can do about it, so hopefully you can bear with me on this. But I ended up winning that game, I promise you, I won that game. But yeah, so I think I've played about 6 games, maybe 7 games already in this video. I don't know, I haven't been paying too much attention. But as you can see, I started with only 11,000 medallions in this video, and now I'm at 23,000. So I've won 6 games if my math is correct. Yeah, I've won 6 games because I've won 2,000 medallions each. So this is my 7th game, and we're on Battle River. I use a Bloon Chipper to stock all the pinks, and it's doing really well. I honestly don't care if I lose a few lives here and there, because lives aren't a huge deal. You have to learn to sacrifice some lives to get a good income. But yeah, I ended up winning there easily. And you know, Ceramic Crucible, after playing 20 straight games on it, the people playing in Ceramic Crucible are actually not that great. I mean, the people in Moab Pit, BFB Coliseum, and the higher boss arenas that just came out, those people are probably good, because not too many people have that many medallions. But Ceramic Crucible, I thought the players would have been a bit better than this. I mean, I actually haven't played Ceramic Crucible since my last mobile account, which was a really long time ago, I think back in September or something, and then I had to restart a new account because I wanted a new record. But yeah, so I was kind of expecting more from these Ceramic Crucible players, but I'm just winning all these games easily. So I was just wondering, why didn't I do my road to perfection on Ceramic Crucible the whole time? It just would have made a lot more sense to me. But you know, that you learn from experience, I guess. So now I've learned that if I want to do road to perfection again on Wobble, I'm just gonna play Ceramic Crucible, because these opponents still aren't really that great in Ceramic Crucible. So we're on Pyramid Steps, which is actually one of the shortest maps of the game. I was very surprised to hear that, but it is true. I tested out a few weeks ago in the Who Was Right episode 10. Yeah, Pyramid Steps is one of the shorter maps of the game. So yeah, and I'm here against RMV17 on offside. Both of us are going for very similar strategies. We both have the same towers, we just put them in different spots. So far, neither of us, I wouldn't say that either of us are doing better than the other, but then I realized that my opponent has the Bloon Chipper, and that means trouble for me, because I have the Monkey Ace, and the Monkey Ace is pretty good. The Monkey Ace is better than the Bloon Chipper mid-game, as in from rounds 13 to 30, the Monkey Ace is somewhat better than the Bloon Chipper. However, if we end up getting farther than round 30, and both of us are still alive, then the Bloon Chipper will probably outlast the Monkey Ace. So that is something I have to worry about. So I have to worry about killing my opponent before we get to round 30, because otherwise I would die. So as you saw there, I tried sending a Moab, a few region rainbows. That did absolutely nothing. And my opponent tries to send fast cooldown Moab rush against me. I easily defended that with Super Monkey Fan Glove, and he keeps sending. He sent one Moab, I had to use another one, and then I just sent one ZOMG. And surprisingly, even though he had a Bloon Chipper, he died to one single ZOMG. I did not expect that, but yeah, a better play. I mean, I'm no offense to him, he was actually one of the better players that I've played in this video. But if he was a really good player, as in, I mean, the really good players in King of the Hill, they can defend tons of ZOMGs and fast cooldown BFBs on round 22 with Bloon Chipper. So I was really surprised that he died to just one single ZOMG. And as you can see, he tried to get that 0-4 Bloon Chipper in that previous game, but I don't think he had enough money, so he used the Moab Assassin instead. But anyway, now we're in this game. It's round 13, and neither of us chose to rush. So I mean, my opponent's defense is actually pretty weak, and he's probably gonna die to that rush. And if you look carefully, he rushed me at the exact same time that I rushed him, but I beat him first. So yeah, I won that game. And now we're on not Yin Yang. We skipped to Park instead. And if you notice in this video, I'm using a lot of the new chat emoticons, the smiley faces, the hellos, good luck, good job, that kind of stuff, because why not? I mean, it's something new, I might as well use it, right? I mean, I want to be friendly. I want to be one of those rude players who just ignores you the whole game and doesn't talk, and yeah, that's kind of boring. So, you know, I'm just trying to be polite. And so far, I think I've been winning every single game with ease. Now, I'm going to tell you right now, towards the end of the video, there is one game where things got really, really close, and I almost made a huge error and died. So here we are on Ice Flow, and if you guys don't know, Ice Flow is basically the only map, I think, if I remember correctly, this should be the only map where you basically can't use farms that well. All other maps, you can find a good way to use farms. Well, on this map, there's only one farm slot, and one farm isn't gonna do you much. So this is the only map where I have to use Bloon income, which I am pretty bad at in mobile. And as you can see, my defense and my opponent's defense, they're pretty different, but both of our defenses can actually survive a small region Zebra Rush or small region Rainbow Rush. Now, if I send a huge region Rainbow Rush against my opponent, he'll probably die, but instead I send a BFV to my opponent and he dies to that. So yeah, so as you can see, I'm just playing Ceramic Crucible the entire video, and we're on A game now. Never mind, we're not on A game, we're on Temple. So he asked for a late game. I facepalmed because I don't know why Ninja Kiwi didn't add an option to say yes or no. Because if my opponent says late game to me, what am I supposed to say if I don't want late game? There's no option, if you get what I mean. You can't say no back to your opponent. So there's basically no way to decline going late game unless you rush your opponent, and that's basically the only way you can tell him that you don't want to go late game. So my opponent used his battle energy on round 12. That means that I just rush him on round 13 because he has no battle energy left to use. So we're nearing the end of the video, as you can see, but we're now on Battle River, which is one of the longest maps of the game, and my opponent is using Cobras. And this was pretty scary for me because I had not played against a Cobra opponent in super long, and I was not sure whether or not I was going to win. And as for this Cobra opponent, I'm not sure how well he did compared to other Cobra users. I feel like other Cobra users would have done better, but this Cobra user wasn't that bad because by round 13 and round 15, I had a ton of camo regions coming out. Like, as you can see, there's a ton of camo regions coming out on my side, but I just killed him with a simple region Rainbow Rush on round 15, or I forget, yeah, round 13, somewhere around there. And we decided to rematch, and he goes on Hydro Dam, and he uses Cobras on Hydro Dam. I actually have never seen that. I don't know if I just haven't watched enough videos or what, but I have never seen someone try to use Cobras on Hydro Dam. And as you can see later in the video, the Cobras on Hydro Dam actually do really well. Because when you go later in the game, those Cobras with the Bloon adjustment, they will absolutely make the natural Bloons incredibly strong. You will have region camo ceramics coming out you the whole time. It's gonna be so dangerous. But as you can see, it's round 18, and slowly, you can't see it yet, but slowly the Bloons that are coming out against me are getting stronger. You'll see a few camo Bloons. I sent a BFV against my opponent, and my BFV died. My opponent died. But if you look carefully at the Bloons coming out on my side, there were a lot of camo regions coming out, so that was really dangerous for me. But anyway, we're now on Cards, and Cards is one of those dangerous maps because Cards is a map where Juggernauts don't do that well, and you can't have submarines to back you up because there's no water space. So this is one of those maps where you basically have to completely rely on the Monkey Ace to defend round 13. I know there are some other maps, like maybe Offside A game, those maps where you can also depend on Monkey Ace to defend region Rainbow Rushes. But Cards, you basically have to depend on the Monkey Ace. And as you can see, my opponent didn't have a Monkey Ace, so he just died to a simple region Rainbow Rush. So we're on Park now, and I say good luck to my opponent. He doesn't say anything back yet, and he has a Monkey Apprentice, which I don't think is a really good strategy. I get my regular Dart Monkey strategy going, and I get up a Bloon Chipper to defend against Pink Bloons. So both of us get up our farms. I have somewhat more farm income than him, but he has more defense than me. But I think that extra defense is a bit unnecessary because you can survive with just one Dart Monkey and a Bloon Chipper up to round 7 or somewhere around there. But as you can see, I sent a huge region Rainbow Rush against my opponent. He did not defeat that. He did not defend that. And I go back to check how many wins I have because as you saw, the video was going by so fast, and as you can see, I have 199 wins and 1 loss now. I have won 20 straight games in this video. So at the start of this video, I had only 179 wins and 1 loss, and now I have 199 wins and 1 loss, a 20-game win streak in Ceramic Crucible. I didn't know that Ceramic Crucible was this easy, otherwise I would have just done Ceramic Crucible in Road to Perfection. But then again, it also depends on luck and which opponent you get. So I am now against Murtaz, I can't read that name, but I'm against an opponent whose strategy isn't great, and because his strategy isn't great, or her, I don't know, he will probably die on round 8 to a yellow rush, or on round 10 to a lead rush. And I do that, I send region leds layered by region whites, and he disconnects. Now you can't disconnect because the disconnect glitch was patched, so even if you disconnect, then you don't get the win. I mean, yeah, I don't even know what I'm saying. You still get a loss even if you disconnect, because before update 3.4, if you disconnected, then you ended up, oh my god, I don't even know what I'm saying. But if you disconnected before the match ended, then you didn't get a loss, which was what a lot of players did. But it doesn't work anymore, so don't even try. If you disconnect, then you'll get the loss. So as you can see, this is the last game of this video. I am against In Nature BDA. He had a lot of medallions, and he's using a very similar strategy to mine. So this guy knows what he's doing. He's a really good player, and both of us basically have the exact same strategy. So he tries to go for a huge yellow rush against me, and he tried to force me to use my battle energy, and he bloom boosts that rush. And because he bloom boosted that rush, I just used my battle energy, because he doesn't have any more bloom boost to exploit me. So if you get what I mean. I'm pretty sure only half of you watching will understand what I mean, but hopefully you understand what I mean. Now anyway, he sold his farm, so he has no income now, and he tried to go for an all-in yellow rush against me. That did not work. So what I'm doing, I sent some leads against him, but he got up that wizard. But he sends leads against me, and I don't have any defense to defend the leads. So I try to use some red hot spikes, and I'm down to only 50 or so lives. So I get up a balloon chipper, and that one balloon chipper saved me from dying. I was down to 50 lives, and I just got up a quick balloon chipper, quick reaction, and that actually helped me survive. See, that balloon chipper is at the very end. If I didn't get that up, I would be dead right now. I only have 41 lives left, and that balloon chipper just saved me those 41 lives. And I just send a region rainbow rush at my opponent, and my opponent dies before I die. Hopefully, yes, my opponent died before I die. And if you look on my side, that was really close. The camo lead balloons almost went through my defense. They were seconds away from killing me, but I killed my opponent first. And that ends this video. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I will say anything else I need to say in the comments below. If you have any questions, leave it in the comments below. I have 200 wins and 1 loss now, a 99% win-loss ratio. Leave a like if you enjoyed, and have an awesome day.